Hi, I'm Rabbi Renee Edelman from Temple Sha'arey Shalom, formerly of Springfield. Now we're looking for our new landing place. I want to share with you some thoughts on Parshat Vayishlach because it's a universal portion. It deals with soul wrestling. And each of us has had a time during our lives where we wrestle with our own conscience in terms of decisions that we've made, or in terms of decisions going forward. This is that portion. It's a portion that we all know. 20 years ago, Jacob had to flee his family's home because Esau, his brother, was coming after him. Jacob had stolen both the birthright and the blessing and was forced from his home. 20 years later, he's amassed many wives, many servants, lots of goods and jewels. And then a missive from Esau arrives. And it says, "I want to see you." Jacob is terrified. He doesn't know what his brother wants with him. And so he does three separate things. He divides his camps into two so that certain wives are with certain children and their goods in case Esau attacks. At least I'll have half a family left. He sends extravagant gifts ahead to Esau to try to appease him. And finally, he prays. This is the first instant we have of prayer that comes from the heart. Jacob asked God to help him survive, to keep him alive for future generations. So Jacob's alone by the river Jacob. And instead of going to sleep, a strange figure encounters him. The strange figure is called an Ish, and we know in Torah that whenever an Ish appears, it's going to be a remarkable experience, something that's soul-changing and life-changing. And Jacob and this Ish wrestle throughout the night. And when morning starts to come, the unnamed Ish says to Jacob, "I need to go because the sun is breaking." And Jacob says, please give me a blessing before you go. And the unnamed Ish says, "Your name shall no longer be called Jacob," which means heel, literally. "Your name shall be called Israel." Israel means two different things. It means you've struggled with beings that are non-human and human and have prevailed. And secondly, if we take the word Israel and cut it into two, it's Yishar El, which means straight to God. And before the Ish disappears, he wrenches Jacob's hip so that he can't walk properly again. So he has this life-changing experience. And the rabbis say several things about the unnamed Ish. First, they presume that it could be Esau, who snuck early to find him and wanted to wrestle with him and see what he was like. Second, the rabbis say that it was an angel of God and that Jacob needed to earn this name change through the wrestling. Third, and I think most important for us as modern humans today, is that Jacob was wrestling with his soul, wrestling with his conscience. He had taken advantage of his brother 20 years ago, and now it's time to face the past and to show Esau who he is in the present and how he suffered to become who he is. We all encounter this wrestling at some time during our lives, whether it's reckoning with our past experience or realizing that we need to apologize for something that's done in the past. Our minds lead us into strange paths, and perhaps this wrestling is one of them. In the end, when the brothers finally meet, they come, and it seems as if the two of them are embracing. The Hebrew word that occurs between them is neshek, which can be a kiss. So Esau may have just come and hugged him and kissed him and said, "I've missed you." Or it can mean bite. "You've ruined my life. I wanted to see you, and you're going to be left with another mark." Through it all, I believe that soul wrestling leaves a mark on us. It changes us for the better. And through each of this wrestling, we gain a different name. Whether it's warrior, whether it's survivor, whether it's someone who can go forward and take what we've learned in the past and make a change in the world. But Vayishlach is one of the most unusual and beautiful Torah portions. Shabbat Shalom. I wish everyone a blessed week of peace and calm. Take care.